This is the tutorial for how to create appointments on TDF Web. If you are on an iPhone or an iPad, the toolbar will show up at the bottom, but because I'm doing this recording on my laptop, it's showing up at the top. But it should be pretty similar. There are just a couple differences. But at our daily summary, we can go ahead and just click on the plus button next to appointments. And then the search bar shows up. And this is a sticky setting, so whatever you set the type and the in to, that's what it should stay to once you create an appointment. It should just stay to what you last selected. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to contacts since we're doing an appointment. And then we'll have to change what we want to search that in. We don't want to search for the contact's name and the company name. We want to search for it in either all fields, or we can go down to first name or full name, but I'll just do full name. And now you're ready to search for the person. So I'll type in my contact's name, and then you'll press enter, or you could press the search button over here too, but I'll just go ahead and press enter. And then because I have permissions to see the whole company, you'll see there's a few different people that show up. But this is the account that I want to set the appointment to, so I'll select that person, and then I can do create down here, or I could do the action button right here and go new appointment, but it will be quicker to do create, so I'll do create. And then it asks me, do you want to send a confirmation to the parent contact? And what that means is, do I want to send an Outlook invitation to that contact that I just created that appointment with? If this is not prompting you and you would like it to, let me know and I can show you how to adjust that for yourself. That's just a setting that each user has to do themselves. So in this case, I will say do not send. If I had said send, their name would show up in this attendees box. That's what that box is for, is who would you like to send the invitation to. So then you'll see in the subject it defaults to the account name and then the person's name, but you can add whatever you'd like to the title of that appointment. Don't worry about the location. That shows up in the summary automatically once you create that appointment in TDF. And then you can go ahead and adjust what time you want the start to be. So it's blinking at me. It means that it wants me to save the appointment. And I might have to... Okay. So I just clicked on the calendar there. You can change the time you want to, or the date if you'd like to, and then adjust what time. Once you're finished with that, hit done in order for it to respect that. And then it looks like it adjusted the end time for me as well to 3 o'clock. You could change it if you'd like to by clicking on the calendar. Don't forget to select your vendor and then also a specialist if you took a specialist along with you or if you're planning on taking a specialist along. So if you click in the vendor box, I'll just do Mac for this one and then click OK. Make sure you see it in the vendor box, and then for your specialist, I'll just pick the top one here, Alex, and then make sure you hit OK. If you don't click OK, I believe it will not save that for you. It won't put it in those boxes. So then, from there, if you'd like to add anything to the summary, that's what the person receiving an invitation, if you sent it to them, they would see everything in this summary. Otherwise, if you just want something for internal or for the company, that's where you would add it to your internal notes. So you can either type in here, if you're on a mobile device, you can do a talk-to-text feature, which is when you would tap your finger in this internal notes box. You should see a keyboard pop up, and then you could click on the microphone, and then it will record whatever you say into your mobile device. So I'm just going to go ahead and save this appointment right now. And once you hit save, if you had added anybody in that attendees box, it would go ahead and send them an invitation as soon as you saved it. If you'd like to add somebody at any time, you can click on add attendees. And then this search box shows up. And so from here, if I wanted to send an invitation to somebody inside of Hartfield, I could type their name in, and you would want to select the TDF user one. So if I do that, and then click add selected, now it puts Steve's name in there. And then it's blinking up here, so anytime you make a change to an appointment, it will start blinking because it wants you to save it. Also, one other thing you can do within an appointment is add attachments. So if you click on these 3 little dots at the top and go view attachments, here's where you can view and add attachments. So you can attach a file, and then it will give you access to whatever device you're on. So it's giving me access to all the documents I have on my computer. If you were on an iPad or an iPhone, it will give you an option to take a picture or take a video or access your picture library or any documents that you might have within your phone or mobile device. So once you're done there will be an option for you to upload that file, and you can go ahead and do that, and that will be saved to the appointment itself. And so whenever you're done, you can just save and close. And I'll get rid of Steve's name since I'm just doing a test appointment, so I'll save and close. And then now when I refresh this screen, you'll see I have one appointment, and that's the test appointment I created, and it should sync over to my Outlook calendar pretty instantaneously.